So hello everybody, welcome back to my live stream where we learn C++. So let us continue with our learning. All right. So we were learning functions. Let us just continue. Today let's do function overloading. And that's the last topic in functions. So let's just complete that and we are going to just move on. Um, the audio is fine. All right, so let's just take a look at function overloading, and I think we can look at other things as well after that. So over here, if I look at function overloading, all right, so first, what is function overloading? Um, it allows multiple functions to have the same name as long as their parameters are different in type or number. All right. So, all right. So it allows the functions to have same name, right? Same name. Okay. As long as their parameters are different in type or number. So, say for example, over here, right? There is my function. Even here, there is my function only, same function name. And here also, even the variable name is same, x, right? Both are x. But here there is different type, right? Here it is integer and here it is double. So the only condition is that the variable name should be different, either that or the type should be different, right? If both are same, then it cannot be possible. It is not the correct, it's not the correct syntax, right? You cannot declare that way, but this is all right. Okay. This lets you use the same function name for similar tasks. All right. Um, Without function overloading, there is an example given here, which have two functions that adds numbers of different type. All right. So here there is a function. Here again there is a function. All right. Both is adding numbers right here, x plus y. Now, these are different types, only different types, all right? Um, so the thing is, both function are doing the same operation here, right? But we have to declare the same function two times, right? Even though it is the same operation, we have to declare this function two times, right? Without overloading. So this is again makes the code larger as well. So unnecessary, right? So that's why we can just do function overloading. Um, so yep, uh, as you can see here with function overloading, it's the same function, right? As you can see, we overload the plus func to work with both integer and double. All right, so here as you can see. Uh, this we had to do two functions we had to declare here. There is just one function, right? For both. So that is function overloading by number of parameters. What is that? By number of parameters plus func here. All right. Um, main. Okay. We overload a function by using different number of parameters. Okay. All right. So here we have two parameters, but here we have like three, right? So different parameters. Again, we are using same function, right? So here if you do result one plus func 3 7, uh, what happens? X plus y will be printed, and here if you do this, right? 1 2 3, again x plus y plus z will be printed. So we can do both here, different parameters. Again, we didn't have to create another function, new function for this, right? So that was function only. That is pretty straightforward. Don't need to code that. Let's move forward with scope here. So this is a new topic for us, scope. So let us see. All right. So let me, okay. So if you're here, please just let me know. Just drop a hi in the chat. And if you have any questions, do let me know. Um, let's continue with scope next. Um, all right. So what is scope here? C++ variable scope. Okay, now that you understand, okay. Um, okay, so we need to understand how variables act inside and outside of functions. Okay. Variables are only accessible inside the region they are created. This is called scope. All right. Local scope, a variable created inside a function belongs to the local scope of the function and can only be used inside that function. All right. So here you have void function and then this is created, right? So this variable here, x, right, can be used only inside this function. The scope of this variable is only inside this function. All right, which is my function. So that is the local variable here. A local variable cannot be used outside the function it belongs to. Here, if you try using it over in here in main, you can't do that. It's going to give an error. So that is not possible. As you can see here, you can't do that here. Here you're declaring here you're declaring integer, and then here you're trying to print, which is not possible. Uh, and what is global scope? A variable created outside of a function is called a global variable and belongs to the global scope. Here in this case, you can use it anywhere here, right? here because it is initialized outside both the main and also the function. So you can use it in both. That is global scope. And what else do we have? Naming variables. If you operate with the same variable name inside and outside of a function, C++ will treat them as two separate variables. Okay, one available in the global scope and one available in the local scope. All right, so what is this? Is quite simple. Suppose if you have x equal to 5, you are declared in the global, and in local again you are declaring x. So these will be treated as two different variables, although like it's the same name x, right? But this will be treated by C++ as two different variables. Alright, so when you are printing x inside this function itself, it is going to print 22, and when you are printing outside this function, alright, when you're printing x, it's going to print 5. So let's actually check this. Let's check this here in VS Code. Let's check this. I'm just going to create a new file. Let's call it scope, and let's slash include IO stream, and using namespace std. And now I'm going to just create a function. Let's say func, and then I'm going to say, um, all right, let's say inside that function, I'm going to create a variable x equal to 5, and then inside here itself, I'm going to cout x, and then return 0. And after this, all right, int main, I'm just going to, here in the global, let me just declare int x equal to 25, and inside main, I'm just going to say cout x, and l, and then return 0. Now let's see what this prints. The first time it's going to print, this is going to print, right? Let's see how this prints, right? Uh, let me just write here. This is this is uh, the global x. This is a global x, and let me just write here. This is the local x. All right. So now let us see how this gets printed. Let me just change the name here to scope, and here as well, scope again, run it, and also here scope. See, now it printed the global scope. This is the global x, right? 25. All right. So now why did it not print the local this one? If someone is here, they can guess. I don't know who is here, but let's see. If you have a guess, let me know. I'll be checking the live chat. All right. If you're here, please let me know. Also, please do like the video if you're enjoying it. Um, and also share it so that it will reach more people who are interested. All right. So let us see what's happening here. Um, Here I had cout, that is I had printed over here, but I did not even call the function in the main, right? So nothing is going to get printed. So I have to call this function. Let me just call the function in the main. I'm just going to call it. All right. So func, let us say cout func, right? That's it. You know, don't have to do anything else. Uh, yeah, so just calling the function. Now let us see. All right, now I didn't compile it. So see, now it printed like this. All right, this is the global, this is the local. The zero is printed. Why? Because we returned zero here, right? That's why. If we didn't do that, it won't be printed. So this is not necessary over here. Let us just remove it. Now let's see. No return statement. It's not required in the. All right. So let's just write it here. Function returning non-void. Again, it is asking. Okay. So here you might need. I'm not sure if you need it here though. You might not need it here. Let's see. All right. So still getting printed zero. So what can we do if we don't want that zero? Any ideas? Let's just return X here. That's it. Right? Simple, right? I think we can just return X. It is still gonna print, I think. It again printed zero here. I don't know if it got saved though. Alright, now it printed 5 because we just returned X. Alright, so yep, that's pretty much it. And yeah, so that was about the scope. Um, and what else? Let's look at the next one. If you don't want a return value over here, instead we can just write void and just remove this return value because it's void, right? So here, here do we need a return? All right, so here I don't think like okay. I guess the void function cannot be called here. my function. Okay, I guess you can just probably have to call it first, I guess. No. Okay. All right. Now let's just see out X here. After calling func, I'm just doing C out X. Let us see what happens. Okay. I haven't saved. I haven't saved here. I'll just control C. All right. So this is local, and this is global. 25 is getting printed. So that's pretty much it. If you don't want this here, this 25 over here, just remove this, and I think we'll be good. So as you can see here is local. The local variable 5 is printed, and then the global variable 25 is printed. All right. So that was it. You should avoid, that's the convention. It's better to not use the same variable, but it's possible to do. That's what we see in here. All right. Change the value of x from my function. In general, you should be careful with global variables since they can be accessed and modified from any function. All right. So here, global variable x is declared, and here x is incremented, right? And then here function is called, and then the variable is printed, right? Now what happens? Why this is going to print 6, right? Because here there is an increment going on, and this is global. So now the x is going to become 6. So if you don't want this to happen, uh, just declare x inside this function, right? Then declare another variable here instead. So yeah, that is about scope. Use local variables as much as you can. Okay. However, you may find global variables. All right. So that's what you need to understand. Maybe we can move on with recursion next. Um, let's see. There is a bit to cover in recursion. All right, there is a little bit you should. I think recursion, I think maybe we can keep it for the next live stream because we need to do it little more deeply. This is not good enough. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. So yeah, if you enjoyed watching this live stream, please do like the video, share it with your friends who might be finding it helpful, and yeah. So also consider subscribing to the channel if you want more such live streams in the future. And yeah, until next time.